my grandfather was Robert Gentle Cameron, and he married a Jean Simpson, and they came to Agassiz in 1917. And they came by barge from Chilliwack, and they purchased 100 acres on the corner of what is now Cameron Road and McCallum Road. And at that time, Cameron Road was just a rail spur line to haul gravel from Agassiz Mountain to maintain the tracks. And a group of local farmers built a gravel road to haul their milk down to Ellersea Crossing, which I'm not too familiar with, but later grandfather became a counselor and was able to get the road completed and was also one of the founding members of the Fraser Valley Milk Producers. And his name is on the original charter. Yeah, and they had 6 children. The oldest, James, my father, who is William, and Duncan, Robert, and Jean, and Colin. My father, was Bill Cameron. Yeah. And my dad married Thelma Hubbard, who was he married her in 1928, and my mom was from a large family in Agassiz, the Hubbards, and they lived down which we called Chinatown part, and they lived next to a very large family of the Fongs family. Mom actually came from 15 girls, and there was 2 of her sisters were from another marriage, which was later. Actually, Mom and Dad raised 14 kids, and there were 7 boys and 7 girls, and I guess I'm the 8th of the 14. Mm-hmm. I come in there about 8, yeah.
That's quite 13 siblings. That's quite a lot to keep hold of, eh?
Exactly. Well, actually, they were born a year apart. I figured out that we were pretty well all just about a year apart. So there was a lot of fun, sibling rivalry, and you name it, we did it.
After number 14, your mom must have said, "I need a rest."
Yeah, I think she did. But she didn't really have time to think about that.
No.
Because we were always busy. Mom seemed to always be busy with the last, with the baby. And we learned to do the chores, and we had we all had our chores to do, and and we got them done. If we didn't, we wouldn't have too much on the table for dinner. But so everybody had to chip in. But actually, Mom and Dad started living on the property. It was a house up on the hill, and it was located. Actually, the Lindbergh family was on one side of us, and the old cemetery was on the other side. And it was just a house that had, I think it was just one great big bedroom, and then like a big open living room kitchen that I can recall. I would have only been about 4 or 5 years old when, the things that I actually remember. We had a lot of fun up on the hill, and but in 1943, Dad and Mom bought the old McGinnis's, Joe McGinnis's farm, which was down in the valley, across from the old cemetery, and that was and actually we lived there till, well, actually Mom and Dad were there until 1967, and then they moved into town. But my dad was the foreman of the Department of Highways for about approximately 30 years. But we also had milking cows, so we shipped milk, and everybody learned to, milk a cow, I'll tell you. And we had cows, we had turkeys, we had pigs, we had a bit of everything. But the sad thing was that our brothers, who were pretty mischievous at the time, they would teach our turkey gobbler to fight. So we always had an outhouse. We never had indoor plumbing. I think we had maybe running water in the kitchen, but we never had a bathroom that I recall. And so if you went out to the outhouse, you might get stuck there for a long time, because if the turkey gobbler saw you, he would come, and I'm telling you, you couldn't get out. You could scream, and if somebody heard you, fine. But otherwise, I missed the school bus many times account of the turkey gobbler, because I couldn't get out until he decided to walk away.